Hello, and welcome to Reality TV Tarot. Today we're going to read about those 4 wives and that one
Artlist
guy
I
named Cody. And it's interesting to me normally it would be a triangle of love, but the 4 wives and the one guy. So let's do a reading and just find out what shadow information comes up. What shadow information did they learn? Christine, probably a lot. Okay, let's give a reading. And as always, entertainment purposes only. And we'll ask for the Akashic records to open up. Um, let's just see what the cards have to say about Cody and those 4 wives. My goodness. All right, let's find the card I'm looking for. The King of Swords. That swords, that may be from him. And let's lay some cards we'll start with wife number 1 was Mary. Wife number 2, Janelle. Wife number 3, Christine. And wife number 4, Robin. Let's see if we can get some information about Mary. Oh, upside down, 7 of Pentacles. For Mary, it was work with no results, no rewards, wastefulness. Yeah, I could see in the marriage that what was the last 10 years, it was totally platonic. Now, the thing I noticed with wife number 1 is she outwardly blames. She would say, "You're not going to take my voice away from me." Verse, she could say, "I have my voice and I'm going to speak." It's always like a little outward blame. Like staying in the marriage for the last 10 years, it being platonic. And she would say, "Well, if he makes up his mind, well, you have a choice, wife number 1." So all her work with no results. Although her results was, I really feel she stayed in for her spiritual beliefs. Okay, wife number 2, Temperance. She was in it to seek balance and moderation, finding meaning. I think Janelle really got along with Cody, especially about finances and stuff. And then she had a balance about her and she started having babies, which was part of the soul agreement. Okay. Wife number 3. Oh, worrying keeps you up all day and night and changes nothing. So I would say anxiety, trauma, hopelessness. For Christine, her physical body worried a lot. Look, even on the spread, she's the basement wife. She had a lot of worrying, and especially near the end, and the changes. During the marriage. And wife number 4. Sometimes the victory is not worth the cost. Winning at all costs. Interesting. So she's the one, Robin, that Cody, that's the love of his life. You can tell he's smitten with her. Totally smitten. But the card says for Robin, is the victory worth the cost? What cost? Maybe the cost of all the judgments of people. Was she staying with him? This was something she has to look at. I'd say she answered that yes. Okay, let's get some clarification here for wife number 1. Ooh, 6 of Swords upside down. Yeah, I would say Mary felt stuck a lot. A lot of unresolved issues. Jen was her big motivator to change. Although Mary still talks like it's his fault. She never says, I've decided to change. Let's see, wife number 2. Ooh, she left, but she left. I don't always consider this trickery. She left the relationship, but she has 2 swords of her heart. So when Cody did his apology tour, Janelle was real open. There was no conflict in the discussion that we could see. And those are the 2 remaining parts of her heart that will, deep down, she always loved Cody. They had a good bond. Wife number 3, she always considered herself the basement wife. This one is saying, focus on your dreams. And she did. She had the courage. See the pentacles there? And the page is looking at it to make the earthly change of leaving. I mean, Christine really surprised me of being the one to have the courage to leave. She really did. She was the one that craved a new adventure, and she wanted to truly feel loved. And for wife number 4, it's suggesting take the practical approach to be success. To take the practical approach with her marriage with Cody. A slow-moving horse. Nothing fast. Cody's really smitten with Robin. And Mary, Queen of Pentacles upside down. It was a smothering relationship. Also, she let herself be smothering, as in 10 years with no intimacy, and she stayed. That was a personal choice. Would you make that choice in a relationship, or after, after a few months, I'd be like, what's up? So she needs to take some accountability as I look at this. Wife number 2, this is her daydreaming, Janelle. She looked at all her choices, and Cody looked like the best choice at the time. And she felt it was her purpose. She had a lot of kids with him. It was her spiritual purpose. That's what kept her in the loop. For Christine, wife number 3, there we go. The happy ending. By taking that brave step, she was able to find her love with David and complete the cycle on an earthly thing. And wife number 4, take time to think before you act. The page. This always reminds me of a baseball player. Take time to think about it before you act with Cody. Let's do a little past life card. See what past life connection they had with Cody. That would be interesting to know. Wife number 1. Oh, what I got 2 cards, so we'll go with the 2 cards. Communal living, yes. and Egypt lifetime. She had a past life with Cody in Egypt and communal living, which she experienced again. And it doesn't sound like from the other ladies. Mary, it sounds like Mary was like, not always balanced and smooth. Like, no, I don't want to eat dinner with everyone after work. I'm eating my own dinner. So even though she was living in a communal living in this past life, in this life, she was rejecting some of it even in the same household. Let's see about wife number 2, Asia. She had an Asian connection with Cody in a past life. And this looks like it, like this, the temperance. She had balance and moderation with them and brought that again to this lifetime. I was surprised to see Janelle leave. Maybe Christine had some influence on her. But this is saying that they had that balance in the past life and she brought it forward, the agreement. And wife number galactic. It was written in the stars for me to have courage to leave. So on the soul level, the opportunity to leave and blossom as a person, Christine, and she chose to do it. So this is saying we had a galactic agreement from the stars. And there's free will choice on Earth, and she chose to leave. That was so brave of her. Very brave of her. And wife number 4, they have a karmic relationship. Oh, maybe that is why Cody is so drawn to Robin. From a past life, they have this. Look at this. They are just like together. You could see the energy at a karmic relationship. It's very loving. He's a soldier. He was a flyer. And that just brought them back to the present time relationship. Well, thank you, everyone. I think there might be a part 3 to the wives reunion. And I hope you enjoy the reading.